Ah, yes, here we are again. And we have just defeated a terrifying creature. Giant grizzly and several spriggans in this cave, and helped a man dispose of his comrades. Well, it's better left. He wanted a proper burial, as it were, but we transformed them into a plant, actually, but they continue to live on, is the point. They are, you'd probably be a little confused or disappointed, but yes, they are living onward and spreading their berries, snowberries, and juniper in this case, and yes, a very, 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 very nice death as far as I am concerned. At any rate, we continue onward towards our destination, Raya and Janasa, my bodyguards, as it were. Well, my house Carl, as they say. Raya, as we have, here we are, yes. Well, here we are. Oh my, well, ambushed, surrounded by wolves. Whoa, and towering in the air, the enchantment doing its job.
That's how it's
yes. Done. Very, very complicated and ancient enchantments we have put on our weaponry. I'm testing out these various types of magical buffs, as it were, and this one apparently sends our enemy flying into the air and tumbling back down. If they were living when they went up, they certainly are not when they hit the surface. So we continue onward. Our goal is over this hill here. A bandit's nest. The Jarl of Falcreth has asked us to take care of. This one he does not have a personal interest in. I assume it's more of a terrifying the local population situation. The other one, well, of course, we were given the honor of being Thane of Falcreth because we disposed of some vagabonds that double-crossed him as part of some shady deal he had made. Well, a man after my own heart, actually. Not that we are here up to no good in Skyrim, but the darker side of life itself is appealing to us, and transforming it into something positive, as in this case, this dirty, underhanded dealings of the Jarl. Well, we have eliminated a bandit problem in the neighborhood, and we have become made Thane, and now we protect the people of Falcreth, so that is a huge boon to the local populace, even though it came from a corruption in their local politician, as it were. So at any rate, well, as we are perusing our restorative properties, here are some of these ancient spells that have been resurfacing lately, that we are experimenting with, and some of the basic healing, of course, and well, we specialize, of course, in poisonous runes and sprays, etc., etc., but attempting to expand my horizons a little bit and to study the ancient forms of shadow mage and shamanistic traditional healing arts, as it were. Yes.
Last mistake.
Well, for now we will remain in the background here and let our assistants do the dirty work, as we are a bit under experienced for this type. Well, bandits, of course, are not too much of a problem in general, but we have been humbled a bit by some giant creatures that have crossed our paths. So we have chosen to remain in that backdrop for as long as we possibly can, as it were. Yes, well, it's quite bright and bloody here. Yes. What have we here? Well, no need of a random piece of armor at this point. We are well equipped to make our own. I've gone into the smithing business myself, actually. Mostly I've been creating replicas of legendary items for sale as a curiosity in the souvenir shops, but well familiar with the basics of armor creation, of course. At any rate, no, what have we here? A trap. Did not have time to spring the trap upon us as Janasa and Raya have led the charge against this band of vagabonds. Well, the dual-edged curved blades, yes. Well, not dual-edged, dual-handed, of course. I meant to say, but dual-wielded is the proper terminology, actually. But, oh my, look at that. Janasa stretching and Raya at the ready. Well, I do fear there are no more bandits to be slain here. Although one could be waiting for us and lurking in the shadows and about to strike, of course. No need for that. Basic warhammer, very cumbersome. We will take some of the more exquisite models of a dual-handed weaponry and...
what was that?
Oh my, here is another bandit. Well, we shall not rest just yet. Oh my, well. Ah, yes. Oh, there you are, you've been poisoned. Yes, took a second to take hold of him, but he's collapsed.
We sure showed how it's done.
Yes, we have shown them, and that is indeed how it is done. Yes, there we are, well. Bloody messy. Oh my, what is going on here? Very strange necromancy, apparently. Yes. Carrying around a human heart that is not her own. Very disgusting. Yes. Shall move away from there and search the ore. Okay. Oh my, look at this. They have a mine here. Well, shall we enter the mine? See what we can find. We are on the hunt for some precious gems and other valuables we can find here. Let's see if there's... yes, the bandit leader is in here as well. Yes. Yes, our lantern has gone out. There we are. Give it a little shake and wake the poor little creature up. Oh, here we are. Yes, well, right here. A very small dungeon.
Bad idea.
Oh my, he is very, very well armored here. Well, to let him slip by. Oh my, oh my. I mean, we must heal ourselves here. Ouch. Oh, this bandit shield is not made of very stern stuff. Perhaps that is why he's so well armored and not a very dangerous outlaw here. So let us put a bit of a necroplage on him, perhaps. Let us stick to the poisonous spray as he is quite done by our faithful companions here. Yes, well, victory is yours, my dears. Victory is yours all. Oh my, another human heart and extraneous flesh. Very disgusting, either cannibalism or some type of necromancy. Perhaps they trying to obtain the skill of their fallen foe, as apparently this
what do you need?
Leader needed some. Alright, well, we are well encumbered now with that armor. Let's just see what we can unnude here. Yes, we do not. Would you like to wear this man's armor that you have slain? The steel plate. Very, very sturdy stuff here. Well, we shan't be giving her the helmet. It's very distracting. Well, perhaps you would like to wear it, Janasa? So no, she would rather keep her face exposed here. Oh, let us see a very exquisite elven-style sword. Iron spike. We have moved on to steel, of course. There we are. Oh, another Maur. Nice. And of course the Thresher, which is launches our foes into the air, as we have seen in our previous battle. It's not of much use in the small quarters of a cavern, but it's very, very interesting indeed.
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh meat.
Yes, well, we did find her in the tavern, yes. Alright, well, here we are. Well, the most base of all ores, iron. Of course, we are familiar with the transmutation arts and can easily create gold or silver out of this. But, well, we do have our share of iron ore. The shops are plentiful with it, but we have a dearth of exquisite gems, which you mostly find in here. Oh my, a Nordic trident. Very, very nice work there. I must study that and learn the art of ancient Nordic carvings. And, oh my, a staff of spirits. A magical pyre. Well, the ladies shall have to argue over which one gets to carry that. They both seem to be very skilled in the art of staffs. Oh my, and a Nordic long mace. Look at the design on that thing. It's very exquisite. Must learn different
Can I help you?
crafting techniques. Yes. Well, of course, we specialize
It's
in
an
simply
honor to serve you.
replicating ancient blades and other instruments of death and torture, but very, very nice. So many styles of different ways to pummel and
Let's go.
pierce the skin and or armor of your enemies. Oh my, very difficult lock here. Let us see if we can. Oh my, very instinct provides us with a head start in this case. Oops. Well, we have found a bit more ore deposits in a poor miner trapped here to presumably do some work. Perhaps they did not come back in time to feed him or something. Alright, let us see if we can find anything precious. Well, just a bit of ore here, still valuable. Well, mostly we shall be using it for hinges and nails, actually, for our homestead, and not for precious ore, but it's still available for either purpose. Let us see. Oh, flawless amethyst. Yes, well, very, very lucrative indeed. We can make some very exquisite jewelry out of that. Let us see what other treasures await us here. Oh, regular, huh? This is not quite as in good shape as the previous one we found, but nevertheless, a nice find. Well, at any rate, that shall be that for the mining expedition as we distractingly went on as Raya stood and could not believe we were wasting our time with that after conquering our foes, but she will learn, she will learn, she will learn. Yes, well, she is of course a house Carl, not a personal bodyguard as Janasa is, so well, she does not necessarily protect our business, but since our business is now the location of our homestead, well, now she is sworn to service for that as well. So, you know, must do her duty, and even though it's a bit tiresome, apparently, to her, as she gave us quite a vicious stare there. At any rate, we return to our home base in Falcreth, where it is a surprisingly beautiful day. What is something seems amiss here? Well, very curious indeed. It's usually
Take a good
dreadful
look
weather
around.
here.
I'm
and
sure
part
you'll
of
find
the
what you're looking
atmosphere
for.
of
If
the
not, let me know.
largest
I might have it
graveyard
stored
in
away.
Skyrim. Of
Let's
course.
get going.
Well, we are not going anywhere. We are here
Of
to sell
course.
the spoils of our battle, and of course to check in with the Jarl and the Jarl's man and tell him or her. I cannot even remember in this town who that is actually, but tell them that the job at the bandit's mine has been completed. Ah, yes, the orcish sword, very exquisite. Oh my, the club even more. So, we shall sell it all, though, except for the staves, of course. Well, she must use
Lead
that.
on,
We should
and I
recharge
shall
Let me
that,
know if you've
actually.
anything you need from me.
Well, we need everything from you, pretty
How can
much.
I serve you,
except
my
for
Thane?
the clothes you're wearing and this dual swords you are wielding. Let's see. Well, we shall also save the woodsman axe, of course, in his honor, our neighbor that has passed away. Yes, very exquisite. And save the trident as well. I must see how that works. Oh, bolts and bolts. Bolts and bolts, yes. We shall give one of these to Janasa.
Let's go.
Well, we have to sell the stuff
Well
first.
met.
Patience, my dear. Patience,
a bit
my
of
dear.
this and a bit of that.
You must have.
means less money and more
Alright,
starving
well, now
people.
she is in her
And
element and
more
discussing
crime.
commerce with the shopkeeper. Yes. Of course, I am a bit of a shopkeeper myself. Well, the shopkeeping part is a bit of a struggle for me, but the traveling salesman part is going quite well. As in fact, unfortunately, these vendors can only buy 1 or 2 items at a time for the most part. Let us see here what else we can disenchant and experiment with. Yes. And of course, we do need a bit more potions. My healing odds are doing okay, but I mostly waste my magic poisoning our enemies and very little in a reservoir for healing. Alright, let us see if there is anything for our homestead that we can pick up while we are here. Yes, we do have a new homestead, of course. Well, mostly a campsite with small dwelling there for security reasons, but we are sleeping under the stars, as it were. And here is our precious Blackwater blade. We have been selling these in Whiterun, of course, and Riverwood as well. Well, basic elven style. And the Nameless Light is our other specialty item here. Very the best 2 selling that we have created, so we are specializing in those. Yes, here's some orcish craftsmanship for you. Well, he's very, very glad to stock up. Well, we shall give him this for a bit of a discount here. We have, well, taken all of the poor
Steal
man's
anything from
gold.
my shop and you'll regret it.
Well, what would we be stealing? We just gave most of your entire stock to you, my friend.
Excuse me.
Well, yes, well, this a bit too good at guarding the door here of any potential enemies. Yes, it is weird. It is very disconcerting here that it's so bright and cheery in this town. This is kind of disturbing, actually. I've grown quite used to the dreary atmosphere here. The birds are chirping and the flora and fauna are shining in the sun. Very curious indeed. It almost feels as if a curse has been lifted, which is not a good omen in this particular case, I think. At any rate, we return to our dear friend here, the smith,
Steel's
Lord,
good, but
a very
loyalty's better.
good and
The finest
loyal
weapons
man,
and
of
armor.
course. Well, we are not loyal to one particular shopkeeper or one particular smith in Skyrim, but of course we are loyal to all of them in a way. So we shall give them a fair of the deal as possible. In fact, they do mark these replicas up quite considerably. We are selling them at a very steep and deep discount, wholesale prices, as it were. Even though they only buy 1 or 2 items, we still give them the bulk purchase price, because we know over time they will be repeat customers, of course. So, yes, we have a considerable amount of armor and weapons to unload here. So, repurpose them for the war effort, my friend. We are not taking sides in the matter. We know different smiths we deal with may be supplying different sides, and we're not trying to influence in any way. In fact, these replicas we sell are mostly for decorative purposes and not for battles. So, although, all this excess armor we have accumulated can be used for any purpose you see fit. Melt it down and strip it down to the raw parts, or simply clean it up and resell it. That is up to you, my dear good man. That is up to you. Well, we do have a bit of iron ore here. Let us see what else we need. Alright, well, we do have ingots here we can take as well.
See me at my
There's
forge
no
if you
need
need
for that
arms
at
or
this
armor.
point. We are well supplied in iron. This is the precious gems we are in need of now for jewelry, if we choose to make that. But that's on the back burner, of course. Alright, well, no need to be working at the smith right now. It's merely a habit after I sold my
Only a hearty soul
Inventory.
travels the road these days. I was Dengir's personal guard for years.
Oh, yes.
I risked my hide more than once to protect him.
Interesting, yes.
The
We
war-
must see they are ourselves.
Blades, Helmet?
His son at any rate.
Pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Alright, let us see. We need a bit of leather and iron here. Alright, there we are.
Good steel's worth every septum. Remember that.
Yes, we do have a bit of iron in our inventory at home, but neglected to take it with us. So yes, we constructed several more Blackwater blades here. And, our smithing skill has gone up and up, yes.
Men and women looking to protect yourself? Or
Well,
deal
we're
some
merely
damage?
looking to clear your inventory of gold, and yeah, we shall give you a Blackwater blade, and let's see if we can. Bit of a conundrum here. It's good for the locks in our chests at home, etc. And there we are, another Blackwater blade on the market here. Very popular item. It's all the craze among the town folks here, and in this general area. We have not expanded to the east or north, though, but oh my, what is this? Shall we purchase a restorative helmet that we can perhaps disenchant? We didn't disenchant restoration, but I think it was the different application of the skill. So now we have both styles, regeneration and creation. Of
All right
course.
then.
All right then. Well, we shall create another blade then. It's a very fine day of commerce. A very fine day here in Falcreth. Yes. Very, very fine. Alright, well, we cannot create anything too interesting there. Perhaps a nameless light or two. Shall stock up on them for the other vendors that we may encounter. Of course, I would prefer to do most of my smithing at the homestead at this point, but while we are here, we might as well make
Most
use
people in
of the
Skyrim don't
equipment.
ever done that.
Yes, I have noticed that, my dear. I've noticed, although it is a bit better here than it is in the Windhelm
Steel's
area,
good.
of course.
Take a look.
Ah, yes, here you are, Lord. Another Blackwater for you. Would you like a nameless light this time? Well, Lord is out of gold. We must replenish his stock. A bit of a conundrum here, and perhaps some leather. We always can use that. Moonstone, very interesting. All right, let us see. Conundrum. All right, there. Ah, yes, 999, a perfect amount there. And we shall also see what else we can disenchant. I think there was something here we did not take. I don't know. Nothing of that interest to me, so we shall stock up on a bit of leather. Of course, we are able to create our own quite easily, but we must top this off so we can get the full value of the nameless light. Of course, he will sell it for
See me at
4
my
or
forge if
5
you need
times
arms or
that
armor.
amount. No, we are not exactly ripping him off as it were. But at any rate, let us see the Jarl. Oh my. Very confusing. Inventory, yeah. Ah, yes. It reinforces our restoration, or there is another one that costs less, and then there's a. Yes, there we are. We must disenchant this. I do not want to wear this atrocity upon my head. But it will provide a bit of protection there. Yes, perhaps a bit of a better look for us, I dare say. At any rate. Well, we shall see the Jarl after enjoying a bit more of this surprisingly pleasant weather. It's not very usual for Falcreth, so we will take advantage of it, and we will see you the next time that we have an adventure. Thank you for listening to our travels.